What's up guys, Spin Firearms here, and I love to make these videos because I love to compare different firearms, and I also like to make it easy on you guys. Instead of having to go to the local range or the local store saying, hey, can I compare this size with that size and all that, this sort of gives you a general idea before even walking in. Now, today we're going to compare pocket pistols to other common everyday carry options. I really want people to see how small these things really are in comparison to other options, and why there's such a necessity for deep concealment, concealing in areas where it's frowned upon, stuff like that. So this right here is a Beretta Pico, and this is going to be one of the smallest 380s in the world. It actually is the smallest 380 in the world. It's only 18 millimeters wide, so it is going to be a little smaller than your LCP, but very similar in size. And then we also got the LCP Max, which is a thicker double stack option. This holds 10 plus 1 in 380. Oh yeah, and this holds 6 plus 1 in 380. But let's check it out compared to some other common firearms. See, when I went to the store, I was looking for a small 380 to pocket carry for a certain situation, and I went in looking for the original LCP, which I didn't end up buying like a month later. But this is what he said to get. You know, he's like a pocket pistol, small. I'm like, I already have other SIGs. I don't consider this a pocket pistol, even though it can be pocket carried. It's just going to be overall heavier and a bigger footprint. Check out the Beretta Pico compared to it. So obviously 6 plus 1 and 10 plus 1, but look at the size difference. I mean, look at that. And also, let's go to width where it really matters. Look at that. I mean, these guns really are much, much smaller. And that this difference really does matter when you're pocket carrying. Let's even do the Max. Both of these are 10 plus 1 of 380. I mean, look at that. That's just ridiculous. And I'm not talking for a main everyday carry. I'm talking about for those situations where you're just walking the dog, taking the kids to the park, being active, and so on. You know what I mean? Let's check out the Pico versus the Hellcat. Of course, the Hellcat's got the 15-round mag, but look at that. I mean, it's just ridiculous. Let's do a Glock 27. Then we'll get into some single stack. I mean, look at that. And look at the width. It's almost hilarious to look at. It's really funny. Let's do the Taurus G3C. I mean, these things really are like a credit card. Or, I mean, a wallet, sorry, with some credit cards in it. There's a single stack. 9mm, though, of course. CZ P10M. I mean, it's the amount of space you save with a pocket pistol is what makes it so great. And like I said, don't everyday carry just a small Beretta Pico. But for certain situations, you want a Beretta Pico, you want an LCP, you want an LCP Max. And the nice thing about pocket pistols are, most of them are pretty cheap. Most of them, you know, are $250, $300. LCP Max, 10 plus 1 of 380. This is the Canik MC9. I mean, just look at that. It's a huge difference. And that's what I was trying to explain to him when I went in there. I'm like, I want something that's really small, really tiny. That's why I want the LCP. And he just kept going and saying, oh, get the P365. I'm like, no, for pocket carrying this, it does look similar in size, but when it comes down to the width and overall printing, it's not even close. And then you have to imagine putting a pocket holster on these, which is going to make it even bigger and wider. So the smaller firearm you have, the better. Right here, oh, I think we already did that. But here's another 380, 10 plus 1 rounds. This is a Glock 28. Look, I mean, that's just comical right there. That's just, let's do the LCP Max versus some of these. I mean, that is why you get a pocket pistol right there. The size, the weight, just literally everything. Let's do the 380 EZ from Smith & Wesson. I mean, just, that's how small these things are, and that's what they're made for. They're not meant to be carried for everyday use, but you can. But for mostly just situations where you're real active, look at 10 plus 1 of 380 on the left, 15 plus 1 and 9mm on the right. It's a Glock 19. I mean, it is just comical. Look at that. It's going to be even funnier when I do the Beretta Pico. Let's see this. Holy. Now that's just funny. That is just ridiculous. Now obviously it's a lesser caliber, lesser rounds, all that. But like I said, these are situations that tend to be low crime, but you want something on you. It's frowned upon in that area, but you want something on you. It's banned in that area, but not by state law. So technically you're still fine. You're not going to get in trouble for it. You still want it on you. You want to have it deep concealed, maybe in a holster that looks like a wallet, you know, whatever the case may be. These are the way to go, guys. I'm telling you. This is why, regardless of having, you know, everyone should have a Glock 19 and a Hellcat and a P365 and, you know, Smith & Wessons. But definitely, what I think comes second after your everyday carry, get a pocket pistol. Get one that you trust, that is reliable. I would tend to stick with the stainless steel slides or Cerakoted slides for rust issues, because pocket carrying does have a lot of moisture. So that's why a lot of my firearms you'll see have stainless steel slides. The Beretta Pico is a tank, but this wouldn't be my go-to. My recommendation would be the LCP original, the LCP2, or the LCP Max, even though it is going to be a little bit thicker. Let's compare these two. Not by much, though. But it is different than the original LCP. It is a little bit more different. But anyways, yeah, you guys should get a pocket pistol. There's plenty of reasons why. Thanks for watching.